What do you know? There's one more thing we need to talk about. In Tuko Riada, how are you doing, my Riada loners? I call you guys those kind of people. I'm renaming my audience, my subscribers are Riada loners. Well, it's a delight. Again, I'm recovering from the Prefontaine classic as it was. I've shared my views, my post-analysis, my post-mortem. Take that. Let me know what you saw. I saw great things. I saw the high, the mid, and the low, and I saw everything between. It was a packed stadium for me, given the fact that it was a big arena of Eugene pre-classic, whatever, pre-Fontaine. I saw this. It was a delight, to say the least. I've given my opinions on many things, except that we forgot to investigate and interrogate the Kenyan trials for World Championship. I met some of the officials, like I alluded to, or I revealed. I saw their presence. There was two ladies. There's one guy I know, Barnabas Korir. I think Coach Ivuti, I think is his name. He had a tag. They were leaving the stadium, and I forgot to ask them their opinion on what they saw. But it's always a very common thing with Kenyans that they are very elusive when it comes to interviews. So I won't be surprised if some of them do not give me an audience. It's kind of typical. I can't say legitimately or authentically that they didn't want to talk to me, but I'm always an investigator. So next time I think I'll be more aggressive and put a camera in front of them, you know. So what you guys think about your trials that was supposed to be measuring and seeing who's going to go to the World Championship in 5,000 and 10,000. On the women's sections, we don't have to even ask. It's quite evident that the women are on top of the game. They are athletic, proven competitors, world record holders, and everything between. But there's something that I haven't talked about. I was very hesitant to talk about the 10,000 meters because I didn't see full view. I missed the event. It was 11 in the morning, and I think we struggled to get in. But it doesn't mean that I wasn't curious and see what I needed to see, because that's what you are there for. Having said that, I went back and read a few narratives, a few post races, and watched some clips of the 10,000 won by Binyan Mehari. Second was Aregawi, and third place was Barega Solomon. Fourth place, the top Kenyan was Edwin Kurgat in 26:46. Good times, honestly. Ishmael Kipkirui was fifth, and Benson Kiblagat was sixth. And to continue, I think seventh was Stanley Waithaka Boro. It goes from there. So the top Kenyan was fourth, Edwin Kurgat. His time of 26:46 tells me that they competed. They did. But against Ethiopians, we are pretty much, if you want to say this is a World Championship team, we might be outside looking in as far as medals are concerned. Is that the trend? The last few World Championships, we've been kind of locked out in the men's category in these events. I think Ethiopians, Americans, as I say, there's a renaissance. There's Fisher Grant, who is having an incredible season. He ran at 3:48 in the mile. Is that what I saw? Yes, I think I saw 3:48 for Grant Fisher. That is full leg speed. If Edwin Kurgat, Ishmael Kipkirui, Benson Kiblagat is our hope going into the World Championship, I don't know how I can deliver my verdict on this one. Yes, the winning time was 26:43, and the Kenyan was 26.46. So they are not out of the loop or out of the winning thread. But the world has changed, honestly. Remember, there was great winners are coming out of the European and the American continent or the section of the world. And unless Kenyans look in the mirror and ask themselves what they need to do to compete at the highest level, I think we are becoming participants, and we might just be competing for the sake of doing it. Because even the names I'm looking at here, they are new. They might be bringing some fresh athletes for us to see. Maybe these guys will surprise us. But the Barregas of this world will be around. Even Kechelcha wasn't here. And I think the other guy who was not here is Gebrawet. So 10,000 and 5,000 is an event we've always medaled. Not in the last few World Championships and Olympics. There's a little bit of what do you call it? There's a dry spell Kenyans are going through. We are in a wilderness. I don't know whether it's a coaching or it's a pool of athletes, but I've talked about the monetary appeal in the marathons and road races that have attracted most of the Kenyan athletes, and Kenyans will follow the money, and I don't blame them. I don't blame the appeal to go marathon if you can do 10,000. I don't blame them at road races if you can go 10K because there's more money there. Track and field is not lucrative. And I'm seeing this here because World Championship is an event that comes every 2 years. You win, you medal, you get maybe, what was that? What's the top dollar? Is it 60,000 a winner, gold medal? I don't remember the numbers. But if you have to wait 2 years to get that good money, you might as well go where money is. That is a trend I'm watching carefully. These trials, I wish I would talk to the officials who had shown up. Like I say, I saw 2 ladies, I think, and I don't know how many officials were there. Normally, Kenyans tend to listen. I'm not poo-pooing Kenya. Kenya is a struggling country when it comes to being what do you call this? Being efficient at the official level. We tend not to look for the best. Sometimes we just fill up the gaps. And I think Kenya as a country has to really do an inquiry, do a deep inquisition, so to speak, on where athletics is going in the championship arena. I think I'm invested in this country. I'm a patriot of that country. Though I live here, I'm a patriot of both countries. But there's a renaissance and a resurgence of winners here in America. And I don't think Kenyans right now, I can tell you, if I close my eyes, we have winners in the men's category. The women have proven they are proven to be legit. They are winners, they are record breakers. When they step on the track, they don't mince words, they don't hold back. They unleash the wrath, and they are on top of the podium. They are running high. They are just doing what they need to do. Even in the mile, 7th place for, I think 7th place for Timothy Cheruyot. Is it Aspel Kipsang was second last? We are not doing very well. Hopefully we can find that mojo, that winning mentality going into the World Championship in this event of 10K, 5K. But right now, there's no name that stands out. So that was a little bit of a post-analysis on the 10K that I wasn't a witness, and I haven't spent time trying to watch it online. I think I just got a clip or some reading. Yeah, those are the athletes we have, and if that's what we're going to bring to the World Championship, we have a long way to go. Given the Barregas of this world, the Kechelchas of this world, those guys will destroy Kenya come World Championship if we even make it the final. We might be weeded out. And that's a fact right now if we're looking at the crop and the talent we have. If that's all we have, we are in bad place in terms of competition and even medaling. I wish I would have talked to the coach. Sometimes when you get an opportunity to talk to these guys who are on the front line of leading and guiding a team, you wish you would get a sense of what they're doing in the World Championship trials in Eugene. Did they accomplish their goals? Did they see what they wanted to see? What are these the expectations? And I think Kenyans need to be more transparent how they do things, how they think it is okay to come to Eugene and do trials. On the women's side, maybe that's what for me, really, when I think about it, it's unfair that Kenyans don't see the best of their athletes, to see even world records being broken in Kenya. What's wrong with that? I mean, a record like, Chebet should break it in Nairobi. She should break that in Eldoret. They can break it there, invite some of these top good A's again. They can come down there. I think Kenyans have been treated to as if they don't deserve to see close and personal. I was privileged. I've said this. I was privileged to be right there while they were doing this. It's a thrill. It's something you rarely get an opportunity to do. But why is it that it can be done in Kenya? And why do we have to travel this far for the 10,000 men where we are getting thrashed even before World Championship, if these are trials? And I can say 2640 is not bad for trials if that's what Kenyans were looking for. The competition was supreme and good. Maybe they've been tested. Hopefully they go back home and figure out how can they beat the Ethiopians right now, and the Americans, and even the Swedes. Things are shifting a little bit more west, more, of course, more Ethiopia, and Kenya is in the wilderness when it comes to distance running at the moment. In the men's category, that's a fact. You can tell me otherwise. 3,000 we know is go to Morocco. You have to go through Morocco to win now. You have to go through Addis Ababa. If Girma is coming back after the injury incurred in the Olympics, then 3,000 might be a thing of the past for Kenya. Somebody claimed early this year that they are going to take it back to Kenya. Let's see how that looks like. But anyway, 10,000. Yeah, that was my post-analysis of the Kenyan trials in 10,000. 5,000 women. Good night for that one. You know what happened. Hey, this was Tukoriada, my friend. I call you guys Tukoriadalonas. Keep subscribing, my friend, and keep being friendly in your comments and be engaged, because I'll talk to you again soon. You never know when.